With the Maya opening this weekend, I'm going to do a video on my thoughts going into the Maya. This is the. Alright, I'm not going to do the whole video like that. I know I have like a terrible French accent, but hopefully Joseph Gordon-Levitt will do a better one. Hopefully it'll be better than Benedict Cumberbatch's Boston accent in Black Mass. But anyway, I digress. So, yeah, as I was saying earlier, with The Walk coming out this weekend, I'm going to do another My Thoughts going into video. And these are going to be my thoughts going into the Walk. Wait, yeah, sorry, confused. But yeah, this is my thoughts going into Walk. The Walk is based off a true story about this guy who did a little tightrope act across the Twin Towers. No clue why I just said that gesture, but... And this is a story that I wasn't familiar with until I recently read it. Well, anyway, before I talk about The Walk, I need to talk about the actual events, because up until recently I wasn't familiar with them. There's this really insightful documentary on Netflix right now that you can watch called The Man the Wire. And it basically tells the story this film is going to tell, and it's very interesting. I mean, before going into it, I just knew that, oh, this guy went up at the Twin Towers, but I never really thought what went into, like, I mean, along with just the mentality and just there's so much involved. I mean, he had to get the paperwork so he could get past security. He had to sneak all his equipment up to the top of the tower. He had to somehow shoot a wire from like one end of the building to the other. Like, there's this whole interesting story behind like that shot in the show. Like, I think it's more interesting just how he was able to do that than the fact that he actually did. Although the fact that he was able to tightrope at all was, I think, is just impressive in itself. But I mean, for what's probably gonna be a 2-hour movie, I mean, again, I think there's a fascinating story there, just behind it. My concern is I feel like the film's gonna focus on the wrong things. Now, this could just be the trailer's misleading. At least I hope it is, but the trailers really seem to emphasize the big shot of him walking between the towers, like, and the spectacle, and see this in IMAX, and I really hope that they don't focus on that. I really hope that this is just about how he managed to get out there as the wire walking itself, because, again, there's a really interesting story there, and I really hope that gets as much focus. Like, I really hope the wire is just a bit to draw, the spectacle is just a bit to draw people in and sell the film. In reality, they have this really entertaining story that's so gripping. And, like, let's assume hypothetically that I'm wrong and that the spectacle is what the trailer's going to be. I really hope that's not the case. I really hope that Robert Zemeckis this doesn't become a giant spectacle movie, and this story of how this guy managed to get up there isn't sidelined. Like, here's ideally what I want to happen. It does a good job presenting how Felipe, or whatever his name is, got up there. Gives us this wonderful, like, 10-minute scene of him walking the wire. I can't see that scene being any more than 10 minutes. That big shot they've been advertising. Then everyone just gets disappointed. I like it, but everyone's just really disappointed because, like, this thing that was this spectacle element was heavily advertised, heavily built up, and then everyone's disappointed because it's like a 5-10 minute scene. It's barely anything. And again, I'll be happy with that. I mean, as long as it's good. I mean, if they do that, I'll be fine with it. And again, I think financially it's going to do okay. And I'm probably going to see it not just because of its Oscar homework, but because this does very much seem like a spectacle film. Like, I mean, Robert Zemeckis lately is... While I feel like the films have become a bit more about the visuals and less about the characters and story. Like, Christmas Carol was much more about, look at Scrooge flying around and stuff, as opposed to the actual story. Okay, it was still there, but I felt there was a big spectacle element to it, too. And it seems like that's going to be a major part of it. Like, it feels like they're emphasizing this. Either you see this in IMAX, or you don't see it at all, which I'm probably not gonna see it in IMAX. I'm definitely gonna see this in 3D if I go see it in theaters, but not IMAX. I'm like terrified of heights, and it's gonna be a struggle enough to sit through another big screen 3D as it is. So yeah, just seeing it IMAX would just be. Although I have to decide if I'm seeing this or The Martian first because both of them come out this weekend. Both of them, I feel like I'm feeling a bit more towards The Martian right now, though. It's weird. I was like feeling The Walk like for 2 weeks, and then just now, I'm starting to feel The Martian. But again, I'll have to wait and see. And also, and I don't want to see both because, you know, money. Movies are money, and I'm not like forking over like $40 in one weekend, and yeah, cannot do a double feature. I have a busy life. So yeah, so are you excited for The Walk, or are you going for The Martian? Let me know. Like, dislike, comment, subscribe, and this is Jason. See you guys later. Until then, take care.